Hey guys, it's Marissa at KitchenTableStamper.com. This is video number 1 in a 3-part series. This is our sampler and sketch series. Now, if you've joined us for the paper sampler, you've gotten a sample of the awesome 6x6 lighter than air designer series paper. We're going to feature that one and our brand new shortcut card sketch number 10. All right, you guys, I am so excited. If you're new to Kitchen Table Stamper, this is card sketch number 10. There are 10 sketches. We're going to release 11 and 12 Fridays for the next few weeks. These sketches are available for you to download or download and print at KitchenTableStamper.com. All right, so today's card, let's get started. This is the one we're going to make. You can see the sketch there, I hope. And we're going to use our sketch as a guide. All right, so let's set this guy aside and let's look at our sketch. And we're going to start with level A. So level A is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. I've got balmy blue for that layer. That's our card base. B is where I say about myself, crafty girls do what they want, right? So B on the sketch is 4 by 5 1/4. We're not going to do that though. We're going to layer in some of these amazing die cut clouds. Aren't these awesome? All right, so this is from the brand new Bright Skies dies. It's part of a bundle, the Bright Skies bundle, but this die set can totally stand on its own. Think of using these clouds in place of ovals or circles or squares. It's an amazing die set, and we're going to do some of these big clouds today. And then layer C, that's where we get to our designer series paper. So this piece right here is this gorgeous diamond pattern. I love this one. It's probably one of my favorites from this new lighter than air designer series paper. This one is 1 1/4 by 4 3/4. And then we have D, which is the same designer series paper in this case. Of course, you can switch this up. The sketch is just an idea. It's just to get you cutting the paper, stamping the images, and making the card. You do what you want to do with it. So I chose the same paper, 1/2 by 4 3/4, but you could mix that up if you want to. Now let's look at E and F on our sketch. It's these 2 layered pieces. For E, 2 5/8 by 4, I have balmy blue. And for F, 2 3/8 by 3 3/4, I chose this hot air balloon scene designer series paper. Let me show you the whole piece of that. You've got a few of those in your sampler. And I just cut this top corner because it made a really great scene. When you cut this top corner and then cut out this heart-shaped balloon and then layered it so that you had perspective. You've got the balloons in the background, further out in the perspective, the one right in the center, and then the one that breaches the edge of your layer E. So just a really cool way to use this paper that you got in your sampler and highlight that feature of the product. I really wanted to show you guys that. All right, then G is any shape of your choice. And I went ahead with this banner. This banner is Bubble Bath. I cut 2 of them. We're gonna do a little extra special layering there because we want this to be an extra special birthday card. So I've got 2 of those cut from Bubble Bath cardstock. Those are from the Hot Air Balloons bundle. All right, so we've got our pieces. Let's get our Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine and do some die cutting. We're gonna do our Fresh Freesia heart details and our Petal Pink heart details. So I've got one of those dies from the Hot Air Balloon dies. So we did one by the magic of television, and we're gonna do another one. And then we're also going to use some of the designer series paper, the scraps here. We're gonna cut the heart balloon and the bucket from one of our scraps. We're also going to cut another one of those big clouds. All right, so let's get die cutting. All right, you know me at all. You know that I think getting on as much as you can get on one pass is totally winning. So I'm gonna see if I can do this card in one pass, what I have for this card in one pass. Ooh, look at that. Not only do I think I can get everything I need in one pass, but I think I could have gotten one of these fit in there too. I got them ahead of time because I didn't know if they'd fit in one pass. And I wanted to win and get them all in one. All right, let's go ahead and give this a crank. Collect our bits. This cloud just thrills me. It really is a whole lot of fun. It's gigantic, look. All right, we've got our balloon, our bucket, our detail piece. Let's set this aside and bring our sample back in. Let's do some assembly here. I'm gonna start with these clouds. You see that we started with 2. I have a third one. I'm gonna take some liquid glue and I'm going to arrange them 2 on the front. And we're gonna go from the left side. Don't go glue all the way to the end. And then we're going to, here we go. Then bring one from the right side. I like to use liquid glue because I can twist and slide just a little bit if I need to. And I want this one up just a little bit higher. Now we're going to open up the card. And on the inside of this card, we're going to add another cloud. We're going to go from the right-hand side almost to the fold. Now, we'll take a pair of paper snips. We're going to close up the card, and from the back side of the card, we're just going to trim away the excess of these clouds. And there is our layer B on our sketch. All right, next up, we're going to bring in layer E and F, which is our Balmy Blue and our Designer Series paper. We're gonna glue those together. Oh, I hate to put glue on the pretty side. Look at those gorgeous stripes. Aren't they sweet? Those are going to be good for summertime and for babies and with the new ice cream bundle. Oh my goodness, I love this paper. All right, now we're going to take our Designer Series paper, pieces C and D, which are our strips, and we're going to adhere those to the card, followed by E and F. Just a little space between the 2 panels. That looks pretty good. And now E and F with some liquid glue. Oh, is that so cool? Looking good. All right, now we're going to add some glue down the center of our Fresh Freesia heart. Pop that right on our balloon. I'm going to leave these little ends so that they'll lift. And then we're going to add a little glue. I did it to the left side and add the pink details to our pink balloon. I'm going to leave that side just a little loose. This side's going under the banner, so I glued that one down a little tighter. And the next thing we can do is adhere our heart balloon so that it looks like it's a little bit closer to us than the yellow one or even the purple, a little bit lower in the sky. And our bucket. Now, this little bucket, you could just pop it on a little glue dot and put it on the card, this tiny little guy. I love that you can cut these details right out of the paper, and look at how cute. All right, let's do our banner treatment for our sentiment. We're going to be using Bubble Bath cardstock. So we're gonna grab Highland Heather ink. So we get kind of a tone on tone look. And we're going to stamp one of them with Up, Up, and Away. Hooray, it's your birthday. Fits perfect on this banner. And we'll slide that aside for a second. And let's open up the card. I'm going to add a little Wish Big sentiment on the cloud. I did glue the cloud in, and now I'm stamping. I'm going to take a deep breath and I'm just going to own it. But because depending on where you trim off the cloud, you might not like the placement of your sentiment after you glue it down. So I did glue it down, and now I'm going to stamp Wish Big with enough room right below maybe to write Love Marisa, but not centered, just stuck right in the middle of the cloud. That's what I'm going for. Love that curly greeting. Isn't that cute? All right, let's get this out of here. This card is so fast and so easy. I think it's because of the great hot air balloon bundle. If you need cards and you need them quickly, this lighter than air, the coordinating designer series paper, is really going to make a lot of fast cards for you. We're gonna trim off the chicken lips on each side of the sentiment banner, the one that's stamped. We're gonna get some dimensionals and pop 2 dimensionals on the sentiment that we just liberated from the chicken lips. Pop that little guy. I love that extra little dimension. Looks like the banner is 3-dimensional. It actually looks like it's kind of folded back like the banner should be. Now let's go ahead and bring in our embellishments. If you did our paper sampler, not only did you get a quarter of a package of each of the new January, April designer series paper packs, you got a quarter pack, plus you got 1 sheet of every celebration design, plus you got a full package of the 3-color baker's twine and a full package of these iridescent foil gems. So those are the embellishments we're going to use here. Any of the colors would be marvelous, but I'm going with the Lemon Lolly. It has Flirty Flamingo, Balmy Blue, and Lemon Lolly. We're going to take a nice long length of it, fold it over, and then we're going to tie a loopy double bow. And I can tie bows all day long and not even waste a ½ inch of ribbon. But once I double it up, then I'm not quite as coordinated. So I might waste a little bit more than you're used to with watching me. But I got a really pretty double bow, and this twine is a little bit more substantial on the card when you double it up. I love the Lemon Lolly twine with the Lemon Lolly balloon in the background. Did you guys notice how that picks up? I'm leaving everything a little bit long, a little bit loopy, just for a minute, because what we're going to do now is put the bow on a glue dot. So you're going to put it face down on a glue dot. And then you're going to take that glue dot off. The bow is now sticky. So we've got the glue dot on the front of the bow, and we're going to just tuck that right behind our birthday greeting. Just stick it right to the back. And then we'll get some more dimensionals, and we'll support the rest of this banner with dimensionals. Now the knot is plenty high, and the dimensionals will just spread out around that knot. We can remove the liner on these. And then now's our chance to adjust the size of our loops. And then we'll pop it onto the card. There we go. I think I like that placement. And we can give it some finesse. And trim the tails. Ah, that wasn't bad. I didn't waste too much, even with the double bow. Now, we're gonna embellish with some of these amazing gold foil iridescent gems. I've got my take your pick tool, and you get a whole package in this sampler and the paper sampler. So I'm going to be quite generous. I'm gonna do 5. I thought about doing more because they just look so pretty, kind of sprinkled in the sky with our balloons. So, you know, I'm gonna go with 5. If you wanna go with 7, that's good too, I think. All right, there's our gorgeous subtle gold sparkle and our very first shortcut card sketch number 10. All right, you guys, if you have any questions about the card sketches, about today's card, if there's anything that we can do to help you stay crafty, email Marisa at kitchentablestamper.com. And to shop Stampin' Up 24/7, you can buzz over to marisaalvarez.stampinup.net. Thanks for watching.